Hello everyone, I'm Brian and today I'm going to be reacting to the 5 most mysterious temples, supposedly in India. So this is a request. I do request, if you have a request, please leave it in the comments below. Please leave a link to the video, that way I know exactly which one to watch. So there's apparently 2 of these videos. One was an Indian person talking, but it was not translated, and there's no translation or CC to it, so I would not understand what it's talking about. This one actually has subtitles. I kind of scanned through it just to make sure I'm on the right one. I'm assuming this is the one that the person has requested. So, because again, no link again, so I'm assuming this is the right one. At least it's the one that I can hopefully understand. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. The actual link of the video will be in the description below, just in case you want to check it out without me pausing it. Probably, I probably will just be playing it straight up because it's I don't think anything's gonna be said. Hopefully the music's not copyrighted. So I don't know if this is of India. It just says top 5 mysterious temples. Most mysterious temples. I hope it's all in India. I hope it's, again, the one that they requested. So please, if you have a request, please leave a link of it so I will react to the right one. Wow. I see scaffolding. Are they repairing it or rebuilding it? Constructed in 25 CE. The temple is located in Konark, India. Konark? Konark, I'm assuming. Was designed as a chariot with 24 wheels pulled by 7 horses. Gotta be very powerful horses to be pulling that massive temple. Part of the temple structure collapsed or was destroyed in the 7th century CE. Hopefully not destroyed, and hopefully not collapse, because that means the rest of the temple could potentially collapse. I believe that the collapsed structure has a 52-ton magnet at the top. Wow. Wow, a magnet. Caused the main statue idol to levitate. Whoa! That would be pretty freaking cool. Although I'd be cautious for anyone that has metal in their body. Those are actually sundials. I like to see all the little intricate. Hold on, I gotta pause right here. Like all the whenever I see images switches, I always look around. I look at the little intricate little freaking statues and stuff. Wow, even I'm sorry, I'm like pointing off the screen. Like even like it, big picture the wheel. Then on the top row you have like even smaller pictures of what looks like people, I'm assuming, or gods. And then below it you have that too. Then even on the columns on the side, so like let me see if I can point at it. So like right here, there's actually even like that one right there has a small picture of a human, I'm guessing, or gods. But yeah, it's like, it's really, I would love, oh my gosh. Like, I would love to go visit places like this. Just, it's so interesting to see the past. Like, there's so much beauty in the past that people done in the past that I would love to go see. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to, but I hope someday I can. Precise time can be calculated by the shadows cast by the spokes. I'm assuming you can't do it on the other side. I mean, it has to, because generally when you have a sundial, it has to be laying down out in the open since it's a temple. Number 4. Man. Brihat. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it up. See the temple that's located in. I hope this can all stay preserved. It's really, really amazing stuff. Temples in India. Are they actively being used, or are they just using them as tourist spots and just trying to be preserved? Man, it makes you wonder how they did all this. Like, did they dig out a mountain and carve out the stone from that? Or did they bring it up there with pulleys and whatever else? Pretty dang. And looking at all the yes, exactly, exactly. That's my question. Especially like the first Mind you, the first thing I ever thought about, like all the stuff, is Egypt because of the pyramids is really well known. But now looking at this, like this is also amazing too, and how they did it as well. It's really crazy how, I won't say crazy, but just it is kind of crazy how people in the past did all this remarkable stuff. And I'm like, I have to pause these things because just because I want to see all the little intricate stuff in the picture. Like the little, I mean, there's so much going on. They did a lot of stuff on this. Like I don't know, I can't really explain it. Just a lot of, just to see what they mean, what did they show, the gods, they're humans, the meaning behind these things. Okay, that's a clear freaking A. Sorry if I'm pausing it too much, but I kind of have to appreciate, like right here, it's like a human there, it's a human there, human there, human there, human there, and so on. And there's humans there. Like it'd be really cool to watch and learn about these temples without any. Now I'm sure they, well, not cranes like the modern day cranes, but they have probably pulley systems. They would have to. Man, it's truly amazing what people done in the past. That looks. Is that a snake? It looks like the coil of the snake and then multiple, like a hydra. Let's look at. Okay, so this is in fact India. Well, so far 3 temples in India, so hopefully this is the right video. Monkeys. I'm assuming that's a monkey. Huh. He managed to make a corner of the pillar touch the ground. Um, I would like to see that one. I don't know if that, it could be magnets. Like if the other temple had magnets, they could very well have magnets. And jeez, I'm a bit, I'm a skeptic at heart. You kind of have to be. You don't want to just believe in everything. You have to show proof, I suppose. Hmm. That's a huge foot, though. So it's number 2. Man, I'm wondering, like, wow, okay, that's definitely one that I react. So I did another reaction to Indian temples as well as like the richest temples. They're really, really cool. So I was gonna ask, like, are these just separate temples from the ones I reacted to? So there's so many temples in India. There'd be so many places that I have to go visit. And I think this is one that I reacted to that I think that I liked. If I don't quite remember if this is the one that they light up with candles at night. That was really, really cool. Yes, I think this is it. Where they have a whole bunch of lit candles. It looks really beautiful at night. Dude, those long names, man. If I ever go over there and I need to, if there's a taxi over there, I don't know how the transportation works, and I have to pronounce those names, I'm just gonna have to write it. I'm gonna have to pre-print it and just show. I'd be murdering those names. I couldn't pronounce them right. There you go. Yeah, yeah. So this is definitely one of the temples that I reacted to because it was one of the richest temples. I ended up picking the thumbnail for it because I just the night shot of it with all the candles was really beautiful. I hope the opening was intentional and not thievery. That is definitely something that, like especially in Egypt with their pyramids and stuff. There's always thieves going into those things. I hope I hope most of the Indian temples have been protected from thievery so that they retain their history. Hmm. I wonder why they. Huh. Well, like me, I'm a curious person, and I know humans in general are curious people. Why not? I was wondering why they don't open it and just to look around. You don't have to take anything, just to explore the beauty and know what's inside. But it says no way in, so I'm assuming it's sealed. I don't, you definitely don't want to open it. You don't want to break it open, should I say? And maybe best to keep it sealed until you can find a way inside without damaging the doors or anything really, because you want to definitely preserve something that's ancient. Huh. Oh, well. Well, regardless, you don't want to break it open. And then number, I don't know if they're ordered in the least to most mysterious or not, but here goes number one. Whoa. So I do wonder. So it seems like maybe most of the temples have been carved out of mountains, because this one is set into a mountain, and maybe the other ones were whole mountains at first, and then they kind of dug around it and carved around it. Maybe. I'm wondering, are all these temples open to tourism? I hope so. It'd be nice to be able to see and appreciate. Wow. Appreciate, well, there you go. That's what that's what I was talking about. Appreciate a lot of the history, a lot of appreciate a lot of the history of India and the history of people, humanity in general. Because these will never ever be anymore. What is ancient will never be again, so we have to preserve these things so we can enjoy the beauty and hopefully, hopefully be able to last for generations so more people can appreciate it. So it looks like it is open for tourism. That was the mystery of the pyramids, and this is a mystery for these temples too. It's really, yeah, yeah. So intricate and so fine, so great of a detail too. So this is from, I'm sorry, I forget the channel name. I think it's at the very beginning. There you go. Mystic Lands is the YouTube channel that I am reacting to. Man, those temples look so amazing. Like America is so young. It's a very young country. It has some nice things to go visit. Mount Rushmore, Yosemite Sam, the Yosemite Sam is that thing? Yosemite's Park with the Old Faithful. Nice. They're not really that ancient. It's still a nice thing to go see, but I'd rather see more of the more ancient history, the Roman Colosseum, the if that's still even standing today, if it's not been all destroyed, the temples of Egypt and India, castles in England. I was very much into like knights and stuff. It's really just to see what you know again our history in the past, to see how people lived and what it was built out, the reasons why they built it this way. Castles were not made for comfort, they're made for protection. So I don't know what else like to go to, even in Japan, to do some of, I don't know, Japan has some history, but I just don't know what historical stuff they have over there. I've been too learning of the more, a little bit of more of their modern stuff, and I'm very much into anime, so that's the reason why, you know, ramen and the bathing. I don't want to bathe in front of people. I just have my own personal bath if possible. But I don't know if anything of ancient history over there. But yeah, a lot of the ancient history I do want to be able to experience, and there seems to be a lot in India that I definitely want to experience. I would, since India is such a pretty big land, and I definitely have to plan out my trip to be able to hit up all the as many temples as possible, especially the richest temple. It's the one that kind of stuck out to me when I did the first reaction, when I looked up the thumbnail for that one. That will be, I couldn't say in my bucket list, even though I want it to be on my bucket list because it might be unachievable for me to be able to just go. First things first, to be able to eat Indian food. That would be in the bucket list. I've eaten Indian food in there. It's really amazing. But to be able to go to India and eat actual Indian food, which is going to be automatic if I happen to go over there. But again, visiting as many temples as possible. But that temple that they showed, that's, if I were to go there, that would be a must. Hopefully, one I will be able to see. Depending on where I'd want to go, how many temples are close by, how many places there is to see, and all of that will hopefully incorporate that temple. Otherwise, I might not be able to visit that specific temple and visit other temples that I can see more temples in, be able to experience more food and variety and culture. So, yeah. So, I enjoy learning about, again, a lot of cultures, a lot of history, and I'm glad to have been able to experience a lot of Indian stuff through YouTube, even though I would love to go over there, talk to the people, experience the food and culture, and especially go visit these temples. They look so amazing. To be able to just go look at just the fine details, zoom in on the bigger picture into the little tiny, like the people that I was pointing at, like right over here. Just be able to see all that, it's really fantastic. There's nothing like that in America. Again, America is a very young country, and so there's not going to be necessarily too much history here, even though there is a lot of history. It's just not ancient history. You have to definitely go to the Middle East and some parts of Asia. The Great Wall would be another nice place to go visit. But yeah, I mean, that was it, the seven wonders of the world. Pyramids, Great Wall is one. I can't remember what the other ones are. But to be able to see at least some of the great one, the seven wonders of the world would be a nice thing to check off the list if possible. Anyways, that's about it for this video. If you have any requests, again, put it below. Please leave a link to it. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.